Hey guys, it's Hades here and welcome back to episode number 3 of my Noob to Pro series. Today we're going to be working towards building our first house and also making a bed and some furniture. So the bed is actually really important because we can use it to sleep during the night. So when it turns night time we can hop into the bed, have a sleep, and we'll wake up, it'll be daytime again, so we don't have to deal with any of those monsters. And also when we die, we'll go back to the last bed we slept in, not back to the spawn point. So let's get started, I guess. Oh, actually, to get a bed, we need wool and wood. We don't have much wood, but the point is that we have no wool, so we need to get some. And to get wool, we can either kill sheep, or we can shear the sheep. But just by making shears just like this, you can do it diagonally any way you want. See, like this, like that. Just need 2 pieces of iron diagonally. Bam, you got some shears. So we're going to make that. And do I need anything else before I leave? I need to make sure I'm prepared. I think that's it. Let's get out of here. Hit that. It'll be good to actually have a door on our next house, hopefully. That'll be fairly useful. Here we are, looking for some sheep. Of course, spiders are friendly during the day. So even if you do see a spider during the day, don't worry about it. They won't hurt you at all. Look at that. Hi, buddy. I'll push you off here. He doesn't mind. He's all cool. But as soon as it turns night time, so we have to keep an eye on the sun, he will jump us and he will try and kill us because he's a meanie. We don't like spiders during the night. Come on. Let's find a sheep then. Chicken. Okay. I like chicken. Oh, is that a sheep in the distance? I think it is. We hit the jackpot here. I can see at least 2 sheep. Yep. 4 sheep. Here is the jackpot. We've done it. So, I guess I'll show you first how to get wool from a sheep if you don't have shears. Smack him in the face with the sword like this. Whoa! And he's dead. See, I got 1 piece of wool. We actually need 3 for a bed, so luckily there's more sheep. And I'll show you how to shear them. You just walk up, click right click, you hear the little snapping noise and all the wool pops off. Bam! I actually got 3 wool for doing that. So you do get more wool for shearing a sheep than you do for killing it. Let's do it again. Bam! Did only get 1 for that. What a rip-off. I don't like that sheep. Well, you get at least 1. But you also have a chance to get 3. Is that 2? 5, 6. Yep. So you do have a little bit of a random chance to get different amounts of wool. But there we go. That pretty much explained it. Now that I've got some wool, let's quickly go grab some wood real quick. And then we'll head back to the base. And we'll start making our house. So this wood here, if you spawned in a different biome to me, the wood is different. So if you've seen this white wood, don't worry, it is exactly the same as the other wood right here. Except it just looks different. That's the only difference between this type of wood and that type of wood and the jungle wood. All of these different types of woods are exactly the same when you're crafting. They just look different when you place them down. So let's keep grabbing this wood until I have enough to build my house. I want to make sure I have enough because I don't want to have to come back here. And what else can I tell you? I guess I can talk about the shears a bit more. Shears are extremely useful. They not only help you shear sheep, but they also get dead bush. They get grass. So this is grass right here. If we hit that, we can actually pick up the grass, which is a nice little trick that not many people know about. See, just like that. We can replace grass down. So that's not that useful, but it's a nice little thing that people don't know. And of course, the dead bushes are grasses that have spawned in desert biomes. So we're not in a desert, so we can't find any of that. But I'll just run over here to show you the next example. You can actually use shears to get red mushrooms from mushrooms. And mushrooms are like cows, but found in mushroom biomes. So we're not in a mushroom biome either. But if I do ever find one in the future, I'll be using a shear on it. And it's almost like the cow explodes. You go and right click on the mushroom cow, it explodes and the red mushrooms pop off and it turns into a normal cow. No one really knows that because mushroom biomes are fairly rare, so that's why no one knows that. But anyway, the next thing they're good for is leaves, and vines. So let's just hit this off like this, and we can actually pick up the vines, which is extremely useful because you can use it instead of ladders. It works as if ladders, because you can walk up to vines. See right here? You can walk up to it, hold W, and I can climb them. Very similar to a ladder. And I can go down them, and I can go up. So vines are like a cheap version of a ladder, and you can get them just by making yourself some vines. So we're going to gather some of this. And we'll gather a bit of jungle wood as well. Exactly the same as other types of woods, guys. Just looks a bit different. It's a bit confusing to some people because it's a totally different block, technically. But all the woods activate the same. And of course, we can hit leaves off trees. That's what I really like about the shears. That's what I use it for the most. Because then we can make our own trees and cover leaves around it. That's what I like about the shears the most. I haven't actually used them much for anything else besides demolishing leaves off trees. So we can get all the different colours, just like that. And it destroys it really quick as well, if you haven't noticed. But the durability of the shears does go down fairly quick as well. And you can't upgrade them. Unlike tools, how you can get wood, stone, gold, iron, diamond. With shears, there's only one type. So you made it and that's it. You can't upgrade it at all. Oh, our hunger bar's going down. We better eat some more food real quick. And we'll head over to somewhere where we can make a good little house. How about we build it in this corner here somewhere? Is that where the other little house is? That's where a little underground safety spot is. But let's build a house just about... Here looks good actually. Because it'll be easy to move my stuff over. Let's chop this down and start building this house. Demolish this. Demolish that. Use the shears real quick. Get rid of this tree. The leaves will eventually disappear, but we're just making it go a bit quicker and also gathering the leaves for ourselves. So, I'm going to build myself another crafting table just because I can't be bothered going into that thing right there and making another one. And we're going to turn this into wooden planks. We're going to turn this into wooden planks. We're going to grab these different coloured wood, just like that. Going to line them up in our inventory. I'm going to start building a little hut out facing the water here. So I guess a nice easy way of doing it would be just putting some wood like this. This can be our floor. And I'll do it like that, I guess. We'll come over here and I actually just thought of something I could make. We can make stairs. Do I want to make that coloured stairs? Yeah, sure, why not? See, if you make stuff out of different coloured wood, it makes different coloured whatever you're making as well. So I've got some stairs now. We can put them at the front like this, and you can walk upstairs. That's why a lot of people like these for building, because you don't have to jump. And I guess we have to demolish some more trees, but let's just quickly do this. Just to give us a tiny bit more room, because I don't want a little tiny house. Let's make it good, why not? And I'll do a little pattern, I guess. This is what a lot of people like to do while building. Oh, that doesn't match the pattern. What you do is you just skip a block for the floor, just like this. And that makes a good little design. So your house doesn't look so plain, just using the same block. And you can just fill this in with a different coloured wood, just like that. And I reckon that looks much better doing it this way. If you ask me, it looks a lot better anyway, so you guys can take this tip if you want to, or you can use the same coloured floor. Now that we have that, we will build the walls. So let's just start placing this down, just like that. This one over here. Oh, didn't mean to place that there, pick it back up. It's turning night time, so we're going to have to speed this up a bit. I'm going to have to go extremely quick on this wall. Come on. Build this across like this. Build this across like this. Just need to make it one higher so then enemies can't get in here. And we need to put some torches in here so they can't spawn. Because they can actually spawn inside your house, guys. They spawn anywhere where it's dark. So if it's dark inside your house, they can spawn inside your house. It doesn't really protect you at all. So make sure you keep that in mind. Let's put that across. There we go. So this is good enough to protect me for the night. so I can keep working in here and show you guys what I had planned. We'll put a crafting table. Well, what I like to do is put the crafting table in the ground, just because it puts it out of the way. So now that I've done that, I'll show you what we're going to build. And to start off, we're going to build our bed. And you do that by putting 3 pieces of any coloured wood down the bottom. That makes birch slabs, or wood slabs if you didn't know. Then we put the wool on top of that. Just like that, we have a bed. Left click it, put it on your hotbar. And we're going to go ahead and place that down, probably right in the middle there. And it's night time, so let's hop in the bed. And we'll sleep and it'll turn into daytime with some magic. Ready? Bam! You wake up, the sun's just coming up, it's a brand new day. So, there you go. Now you know how to avoid the night altogether. I told you how to survive the night in previous episodes. But now that we have a bed, we can totally avoid nighttime altogether. So, that makes it a bit more useful. Let's make this a bit higher. I'm just doing this by jumping, because the only way to place blocks is to actually look at the block you want to place it on. So, oh, yep, okay, that was a good placement, Hades. Good job. And I guess we should probably spice this room up a tiny bit more. Alright guys, sorry for the small jump in time there. Someone needed my help on Skype, so I had to go and quickly help them. But now that that's done, let's get straight back into decorating this house. And pretty much all I did was gather some more wood and add another layer onto the top there. And I really think 3 is a good height. If I wanted to put a roof on this, I would make it on the 4th block. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. I've got a few more things to build and talk about before I make the roof. And that would be the door, for starters. So let's go ahead and do that. Just open up your crafting table. Grab your wood. Yep, just like that. And you can put the wooden planks like this in the crafting table. And that makes a door. You can do that the opposite way, so like this. That'll also make a wooden door. And that's just left click and make one of them. Now that we have this, wooden doors actually used to be perfect for most houses. But an update to the game a while ago made it so zombies can actually knock wooden doors down. So you do still have to be careful. But let's just go ahead and put it here. You want to walk onto the outside of your house, look down and right click. But I'm going to put mine on the inside of my house just so you guys can see why you don't do that. See, just like that. It looks good from this side, but when we go to the outside, it's like indented. And I really don't like that, so let's pick it back up with our axe. And we'll put it down from the outside, so it's facing this way, which looks much better. And to open the door, there's a lot of different ways to open the door. But for most of you, you'll just want to look at it, right click, walk in. GG, you just did it, you're amazing. But, seeing as this is a tutorial series, I'm going to show you other ways. And one of the best ways that I'll probably be using in my house is to make a button. To make a wooden button, you put 1 piece of wood in the middle, and take the button out. We'll walk onto the outside of a house, and we can place this button on any of the blocks that touch the door. So this block, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I personally like to put my button on the right side of the door. I don't know why, but you just click the button by right clicking and you can walk in and it automatically shuts after a certain amount of time. Yep, pretty straightforward. That's all good. Now let's show you another way to do it. You can make a pressure plate with any coloured wood, it doesn't matter. Let's use this wood. You put 2 pieces of wood like this and that'll give you a pressure plate, and of course you can do that in any order you want. Just like that. Let's make a couple of them actually. I've got a few ideas for pressure plates. And you can put them on the outside of your door. But I would suggest not to. Because if a zombie or skeleton walks up to your house and they step on the pressure plate, it'll open your door. So that means that any type of mob can open your door. But luckily, that only happens with pressure plates. Mobs can't pull levers or press buttons. So you're safe if you have a button, like I do. And I'm going to use the pressure plates for getting outside the door. Yep, if that makes sense. So, I don't have a button on the inside here, so I have to right click the door. And that's why I have the pressure plate. So if I right click here, it'll actually open the crafting table. But I'm like, what? I don't want to do that. I want to put a pressure plate down. So I can right click here and put one down. But if I right click here, it opens the crafting table. So I'm just like, what? And how you fix that problem is you hold shift, then you right click, and it will place it on top of the crafting table, and it is now nicely hidden. So I can still access the crafting table by right clicking this little blank, the darker bit there. Just like that, it's fairly easy. And I can also open the door by stepping on the pressure plate. So that's a really nice little design I like to do for my wooden house designs, like my really small houses, because you really want it to be as compact as possible. So hiding crafting tables under there is a great idea if you ask me. Alright, so now that we've done our door, we should probably make a roof. That would be a good idea, so let's go ahead and do that now. So we don't want stuff spawning and jumping us in our home here. I'm just going to make a flat roof for now. Some people might not want to do that, and you can use stairs to make it angled. But for me, this is fine. I'm fine with this house. I'm not that picky. That's just... oh, come on. There we go. Destroy that. And now we've got to fill this up with furniture. So what I'd originally do is make a couple furnaces, because every house needs a couple furnaces to melt whatever you find, or to cook your food. Let's go put them on... we can put them here and here, I guess. I mean, it's not the best looking thing in the world, but, you know, we're a bit tight for room here. And I'm actually going to make some fences. And you can make fences by putting sticks like... oh, I don't have enough sticks. Let's make some more sticks. Oh, I made a whole stack of sticks. Okay, that's good. Don't shift click there, it'll make a whole stack. I kind of wanted to, but I didn't at the same time. So you put fences like this, or sticks like this to make fences. And these are usually used to make animal farms, or to block off areas. But I'm going to use them for design purposes. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put some... I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to put a pressure plate on top of that. And that kind of looks like a table. And seeing as there's not much ways to make furniture in Minecraft, that's my best explanation for that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put this on the wall. Like that. And then I'm going to put a torch on top of it. Like this. There we go. So that looks... doesn't look that good, to be honest, but... you know, it's a little bit different. I was just trying to mix it up for you guys, see what I could come up with. And that's pretty much all I could come up with. Let's see what else we can make in here to spice this up a bit. It looks a bit plain. Well, there is something that I just realised I can make. But not many people make it. I hardly see anyone with these in Minecraft. But let's go ahead and make it. It is called a painting. And you make it by putting wool in the middle, surrounded by... what? Okay, it's been so long since I've made it, I forgot. Maybe it's sticks. Let's try that. It is. So, wool in the middle, surrounded by sticks, will make yourself a painting. So let's make 2 of them, because we've got enough resources to do so. And we'll grab these. And how paintings work is you just right click on a wall and it will make a random painting. It'll randomly spawn the painting inside of it. And it could be up to, I think, 4 different sizes. So one size is that size. Another size is a smaller, just one square one. Oh, whoa, we got nearly all the sizes. That was good. Except I didn't want it there. So, let's get rid of that. Pick them back up. Where did that fly off to? I think I just lost one. It just went whoop, through the wall. And it's actually gone. Alright. So that's just... oh, look at that. That's a masterpiece. What? The... okay. So painting flies through this wall and teleports over there. That's a bit random, but, you know, whatever. There's the smaller painting that I was looking for. So you can get this size, the size smaller than that, the size smaller than that. Basically, it goes by duplicates. So you got 1, then you got a 2 size painting, then you got a 4 size painting, then you have a 6 size, or is it 8? I think it might double, so I might go to 8 next. So, yeah, they're the different size of paintings anyway. Let's just keep chucking them down, see what you guys can see. That's a nice one. I like that one. I don't like that one anymore. Let's try and put another painting. Nah, that's terrible. This wall definitely needs one. There we go, that's nice. a little creeper thing there. That's cool. Alright, so that spiced our house up a bit more. May not have been the most useful of tutorials, making paintings, but, you know, it's still good. There's actually something I can show you. They are useful for something. Oh, there's enemies out here. Let's quickly place this. You can use it to block doors. See? So you can have a secret entrance. I'm actually going to keep it like that for... Oh, an Enderman. Most dangerous creature. Oh, shh! I pulled it. I pulled it. Get in the house. As you can... Okay, I have to probably explain Enderman now that I've pulled one. He'll be right outside my house now. Because you can hear the... There he is, trying to get inside. What have I done? What has Hades done? Looks like he knows about the secret entrance as well. Okay, Endermen. Usually found in the end, but they do spawn in the overworld, which is where I am now. And they don't usually attack you. You can walk right past them and they won't attack you. But if you look them in the eye from any distance, they will pull to you and they will start attacking you. So it's a massive problem. Because they are extremely strong, extremely hard to hit, because you can't hit them with arrows, you can only hit them with swords, because they teleport out of the way of arrows. And basically, they're really hard to kill, but let's try and kill one anyway. Okay, hit him once. Whoa! I lost 3 hearts because he went... Maybe we can't kill him without armor, so let's not try. I'm just going to hide out in here. Let's have a sleep. You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. Alright. So, I'm going to slowly work on taking this guy out. Die! I don't want to get stuck out there because the button's a bit harder to press. He didn't die, he just teleported away, by the way, guys. Alright, so, we're nearly at the end of this episode, and at the end of each episode I like to chuck out a couple pro tips for you guys. Because I know a lot of really good players do watch this series as well, and they might know all this stuff, so I'm going to try and tell them something they don't know. And here's my first tip. You press F3, or you hold it down, and then you press B. And what that'll do is, it'll put hitboxes around the enemies. As you can see in the distance, those spiders, I can see the hitboxes on top of them now. See? And it shows you whereabouts you were hit to actually get them to take damage. Where'd the Enderman go? Oh, he's over there now. Looks like I've lost him. Oh, there's a skeleton. Let's get out of the way before he shoots. See that? It showed the hitbox of the arrow as well. And it shows the hitbox of the actual enemy. So as you can see, the hitbox doesn't go over its head. So if we go and try and hit its head, it won't actually do damage. We've got to hit where the hitbox is. Quick, get inside. So that's a nice little tip. It used to be able to see through walls, but they actually patched it so you can't, because people were abusing it on PvP servers. Oh, I probably shouldn't have stepped on that. I let him in the house. Anyway, we're good now. So, that is activated by pressing F3 and B for hitboxes. So you guys can hold F3 and then press B if you want hitboxes. I used to use it on my PvP server. It's especially useful if you got really bad computer and you don't have a far render distance, because then you can still see the hitboxes on them even if they're hiding behind dirt or something. So that's a really good way of doing it, the hitboxes. And I guess that was an alright tip, but I've got more little shortcuts. You can press F3 and press A and it will reload all the chunks in your map. So if you're walking around and you find a chunk error, like the map's not loaded, just press F3, hold F3 and then press A. So I'll type this in chat as well. F3, you hold that, and then you press A. And that'll reload all the chunks in your map, so it'll fix any chunk errors. That's a nice little trick as well. That's I use that tons on servers, because all the time I get glitched in servers that chunks don't load. And I might be in a PvP battle and you've got to load it really quick. To do it manually, just press F3 and A. Bam, it'll load the chunk. You're good to go. Alright, oh, that was a terrible painting. Oh, it's even got hitboxes for paintings. Interesting. There we go. Alright, next tip of the day. It's a fairly good one. You hold F3. Again, these are just some little F3 commands that I worked out. You can press F to change render distance. Now, that was a bad example. I've got to be looking... Oh, there's a great example. So what render distance am I on now? That's probably tiny. That's probably There we go. It's getting smaller and smaller. So we can go have a look at that. This would be tiny, I'm assuming. And then if I press F3 and F again, it'll switch to far. So that's far render distance for people with really good computers. Press it again. It'll go to normal. That's what most people should be playing on. Whoop. And then if I press it again, it'll go to short render distance. So that's people starting to get to bad computers, or at least a few years old computers will be running on this render distance. And then you press it again to go to tiny. And that's if you have an extremely old computer or your graphics card isn't that good, you want to be playing on tiny. So I'm going to go back to far, and I'll just get out of that now. So that was F3 and F switches render distances. And you can also change render distance by going into video settings and up here. So that changes through all of them as well. But, of course, that's a little shortcut for those of you who didn't know. And I think I should pretty much wrap up the episode here, guys. Oh, I forgot something amazing that a lot of you would like to know. So if you watched to the end, massive thank you to you, and you deserve to know this tip. All the people that left early don't get to learn all this advanced stuff at the end. So I'm glad that you sticked around, and thank you so much for enjoying and watching my videos. Well, you might not have enjoyed it, but hopefully you enjoyed it if you watched it this far. I do have a tip about beds that I've been holding on to for quite a while that I didn't want people to know. I know a lot of people do know about it, but also a lot of people don't know about it. And that is that beds explode anywhere that they're not in the overworld. So, if you're in the nether or the end, you get to the nether by walking through the nether portal, you get to the end by going through the end portal, and they're two different worlds in Minecraft that I'll eventually be covering in future episodes. But if you place a bed down in the nether or end, then you go to sleep in it, the bed will blow up, and the explosion will be bigger than any TNT or anything else in the game. The bed explosion is massive. So, it's a tip for people, pretty much. If you play on any multiplayer servers, like a raiding server where you use TNT to TNT other people's bases, if they built their base in the nether or end, don't go and buy TNT. You should be buying beds. You can literally put a bed down next to their house, sleep in the bed, and it will blow up their house. It'll make a massive crater. It is amazing, guys. So that's why I haven't been telling people that, because I actually run multiple Minecraft servers, which you can find in the description if you want to join. So they're in the multiplayer version of Minecraft, so you can play with your friends and other Hadescraft members. And I've kind of been wanting no one to find out about that, because a lot of people do have bases in the nether, and kids could be walking by with extremely cheap to make beds, and just blowing up the nether. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little tip, and I hope you don't abuse it too much to blow up everyone's houses in the nether and end. But I'm glad you guys watched to the end, and you guys deserve it. So, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you want to support my channel, make sure to chuck this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future episodes of this series. And I guess that's it, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.